Now, we study different types of quadrilateral, a parallelogram, rectangle, square, rhombus. Hmm? Then, in a parallelogram, suppose if you draw any one diagonal. What is diagonal? The line segment joining any vertex to its opposite vertex. For vertex A, B and D are adjacent vertices. C is opposite. So when you draw any one diagonal, the whole quadrilateral is divided into how many triangles? Two triangles. These two triangles, they are always congruent. We have to prove that. Now see, I have here a figure of what? Parallelogram. And for this vertex, this is the opposite. So if I fold a parallelogram along the segment joining these opposite vertices, you can see that now. See here, you can see here two triangles, isn't it? These two triangles form, they are congruent to each other. We can prove that. Now I shall cut this uh, mm, along the diagonal. I shall cut this paper along the diagonal, okay? So that we will get two different triangles. Now see. See now, it is divided into two different triangles. And now you can see here. Now, how many triangles you can see here now? You can see here only one. If I am going to hold like that, because this triangle now, it perfectly match with this triangle or coincide with all the three sides of the second triangle. That means they are congruent. Now we have to prove that this triangle ABC and ADC both are congruent in a particular correspondence. Now when we can say two triangles are congruent, there are different criteria. We have studied it, that side criteria. All three sides of one triangle, if they are equal to three corresponding sides of another triangles are congruent. Then one more criteria, side angle side, two sides and the angle between the two sides is equal to the corresponding two sides and the angle included by those two sides of another triangle is congruent. And then angle ASA criteria is also there. Now we have to see, can we apply any one of the criteria to show these two triangles are congruent? Now see, you know that here this AD, it is parallel to BC, isn't it? It is parallel to this BC. It is parallelogram, means opposite sides are parallel. And what is now when you join this AC? What is this AC? When two parallel lines intersected by a third line, that is called transversal. So AC is transversal, the diagonally transversal. If you extend this here like this is a line, this is it. So these are transversal. So what you can say about this angle and this angle? These two angles are equal by alternate angle pair. When two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, the alternate angle form, they are equal. So I can mark this angle is equal to this angle. Isn't it? Okay, I shall write. Now, I will write here first that AD parallel to BC, opposite sides. of parallelogram. Opposite sides of parallelogram. Now, when two parallel lines they are intersected by a transversal, what we know that the alternate angle formed they are what? Equal, isn't it? So now, or in short, we can write what that AB parallel BC, and I shall write in only AD parallel BC and AC is the transversal. So what we can write? This angle A, and therefore this angle A equal to what? That angle C here. So A I can write as angle DAC, isn't it? So angle DAC equal to angle DAC equal to BCA, alternate angle pair. Now let us consider the second pair of parallel lines. Which is the second opposite pair? This AB parallel DC. AB parallel DC. Why? Opposite sides of parallelogram. Opposite sides of parallelogram means they are parallel to each other, isn't it? Again you can see this AC, what is their transversal. So if these are the parallel lines and this is transversal, if you can extend, this angle will be equal to this angle. That means I can mark this angle A equal to this angle C. Again what? Alternate angle. Now see third statement I will write now. AB parallel DC and what? AC is their transversal. Isn't it? And therefore, what we can write now? This angle A means angle BAC. Therefore, angle BAC equal to angle BAC. First, here we have written angle DAC, isn't it? Angle DAC, which is the angle of that triangle. So now this angle equal to here. So let us write this name first because this is the angle of triangle ADC, isn't it? Okay. So angle DCA is equal to angle DCA is equal to what? BAC. Pair of alternate angles or alternate angle pair. Now see, in triangle ABC and ADC. See, first we have written this angle A of triangle ADC equal to angle C. Then we have taken this pair, this angle C of triangle ADC equal to angle A of BAC. And now you can see here, this side is common side to both. So by see angle, and this is the side between the two angles. So AC is equal to AC, common side. Now see, I shall separately draw these two figures here, okay, these two triangles. A, B, C. Then second triangle A, B, here C. This angle equal to this. So angle A coincide with angle C of triangle ABC. This angle C of ADC equal to angle B of ABC, isn't it? And this angle C equal to angle A of ABC, and you can see this AC equal to AC. So angle side angle, by angle side angle criteria, the two triangles are congruent, and therefore now I can write here, therefore triangle ADC congruent. This angle A coincide with which angle of ABC? Angle C. So angle A will coincide with angle C, ADC. So A coincide with C. Then what will come? C, ADC. C coincide with what? A, isn't it? So ADC. What will we write correspondence now? Or you can see here, ADC. So this A here. Then A to D. So where will go now? A to D. So C to, for this opposite side, C to B. C, B. And which is the third vertex now? A. Now see, this angle C equal to this angle AC. C correspond to A. And by which rule? By A, yes, A rule. Now listen here. If this triangle ADC congruent triangle CBA for AD, which is the corresponding side here, C. For AD corresponding CB. That means if two triangles are congruent, we know that corresponding sides are also equal. So we can write here AD congruent CB means what? AD congruent CB means what now? Opposite sides are equal. Suppose if you are asked to prove opposite sides of parallelogram are equal, you first show that two triangles are equal, then AD is equal to BC, corresponding parts AD, BC, corresponding parts of congruent triangle. Even you can write, see for this AB, which is the corresponding CD. See here, AB, CD, this and this, they are corresponding. They are also equal. That means opposite sides of parallelogram are also equal. That we can prove here. So triangle ADC, this triangle ADC equal congruent to triangle ABC or CBA means what? The two triangles which are formed by this diagonal, they are equal with their congruent. So these two triangles are formed by whom? This diagonal. So diagonals divides the parallelogram into two congruent triangles. Okay?